Today we're in Rostrevor on the northern shore of Carlingford Lough for our Shifting Tides Citizen Science and Marine Ecology Symposium, and we have invited members of the communities from all around the Lough to gather together with experts from around the island, academics, community activists, artists, and the idea is to bring all these groups together to provide them with ideas, access to skills, to build capacity, to activate these communities towards collective action that's focused on the underwater world in Carlingford Lough.
So the whole concept that we were responding to from the Creative Ireland Climate Action Fund is that the arts give us a whole other way to explore our sense of place, our communities, and the actions we might want to take to protect and preserve things into our future. We hope to explore all dimensions: heritage, present day, seashore, citizen science, what's going on under the loch in the intertidal zone, and what are the arts responses around that. So we're really hoping to engage with all of the communities. We've already started before the project concept came about. It was inspired by communities around the loch that are already engaged in their shoreline, and we hope to keep working with them, supporting them.
We're really curious to see how this is going to work here. Like, what would get the communities on both sides of the loch here working together better? What would unite the diving community, the farming community, people who've got nothing to do directly with the loch but enjoy it? Like, what kind of things would bring people together? We're interested in different creative approaches. We're interested in the voice of artists and all of this, that they can bring a different perspective, a different way of seeing things. They can also help us to have some of the difficult conversations, because there are going to be difficult conversations to be had. And they're also just a more enjoyable way of grappling with these issues.
What it strikes me, and I see this time and time again, we've so much science going on and it's brilliant, so much data, it's fantastic, but there are gaps in how we communicate that. And I've seen so often that the arts is definitely the way to do this, and not in a kind of window dressing way. It needs to be something that really is fundamental to artistic practice, so that people actually feel they're not there to design something to just show off a particular project, but they actually feel really invested in the artistic practice as part of the project itself. And I feel that's really, really important.
We know in ecology a diverse and interconnected ecosystem is a resilient one, and the same can be said for communities. And whenever communities are so closely tied to their local natural spaces, whether that be on the land or the sea, that kind of community resilience is also built up through connections and diversity. So what's happening today, and what we've really wanted to happen, is the ignition of these conversations. So people are talking to one another, they're talking to each other between different communities around the loch, they're engaging with community members who've come from other parts of the island, so that different groups can inspire each other and come together with different ideas and projects. And that's something that we're starting to see emerge through today's event. And that's going to lead into a series of workshops now in the coming weeks, where people can be equipped with the skills to carry out their own research around the loch, to gather an understanding. And it's that understanding, whether it be through science, or whether it be through the arts, or whether it be through other means that we have yet to uncover, that people can build an understanding upon which to activate themselves toward collective action around Carlingford.